Good evening, parents. Thank you for joining us tonight. This parent meeting, we have a couple pieces of information we want to share with you, and then after that, we're going to talk about some options we have for graduation, and then let you vote at the end of that. So this should be fairly quick. So here we go. Okay, Katie Studios is coming up to the school on January 19th. They are going to be doing basically what they call a last call for senior photos. This is free, but it is only for the yearbook. So this will not be, you don't get to do 3 different photo shoots and that kind of thing. It's just the one for the yearbook, and that's it. You must sign up using a link that we'll place in the chat at the end of this by Monday. Do not sign up if you've already taken your photos. You've already taken them. You don't need to take them again. Please sign up only once, because once you sign up, you're taking a spot from that time frame. This is the very last time to take them. These are the photos for yearbook and for graduation, and Katie Studios is the only way. There is something we need to mention about these photos. Due to the quality of the cap and gown photos taken by Katie Studios, we are now going to use the tux and drape photos for the yearbook and graduation. All seniors should have taken both the cap and gown and the drape and tux photos. So there's nothing that you need to do. We just want to make you aware that now the official yearbook and graduation photo will be the tux and drape photo. And at the last call senior photos, those seniors who are signed up for that will be doing their tux and drape photos. Okay. College acceptances and scholarships. Parents, guardians, students, please make sure that your student or yourself is submitting your college acceptances and scholarships to jonesjb@fultonschools.org as soon as you receive them. Again, we'll put that email in the chat. But we have started, if you looked at Instagram and that kind of thing, we have started putting up photos of the seniors who have submitted their acceptances or scholarship information to Miss Jackie Jones. And we'll also use this information for more stuff. So we want to celebrate those kids who have already gotten into college, those who have earned scholarships. If you are a student or your student is not going to college but has already signed with the military, send us that information. If your student or yourself is going to a trade school and has already been accepted into that trade school, send us that information. It's not just about college, it's just having a plan for the future. So send us that information so we can celebrate you. Also, make sure Naviance is complete and up to date because we use this information for scholarships and that kind of stuff as well. Okay, parents, please encourage your senior to submit graduation speeches and the class song. Class song is usually an original song created by one or more members of the graduating class. So they can form a group and meet virtually and create a song. The song is supposed to represent the class of 2021. It's supposed to be original and unique to that graduating class. And then for speeches, the ones that we need is in a welcome and occasion speech, a reflection speech, and a parent tribute speech. Those need to be submitted by next Friday to a Flipgrid that we will also post into the chat. So in the Flipgrid, there's 4 different sections, one for each speech as well as the class song. We want to be able to have the best speeches and the best class song ever, but it takes participation from the class of 2021 to make that happen. So please encourage your peers, please encourage your children or whoever, encourage them to do this, please. Okay, cap and gown. These are to be purchased through herfjones.com. I will also put a direct link to the cap and gown in the chat at the end of this. Students will receive their cap and gown at TCHS once they are cleared for graduation at senior clearance day in May. So as soon as they're clear to graduate, they've got all their stamps, which we'll talk about that process when we get closer to May. At the end of that, they will receive their cap and gown. So those are delivered to Tri-Cities High School, and that's when they will get their cap and gown. All right, moment you've all been waiting for, our graduation options. Please note, there are two options. Neither option has been approved or denied by the district. So we are going to submit both of these proposals to the district, and then it depends on whichever one they go with. We are going to have you guys vote at the end of this, but we cannot guarantee that they're going to pick the favorable option. So just know we are submitting both proposals. We want your opinion and we want to give your opinion to the district, but we can't guarantee which way it's going to go. Option one is a two-part graduation. So the first part, it's either going to be May 20th and 21st. It could also be the beginning of that week. Once we get everything approved and finalized by the district, we will let you know. But the first option is if we do the 20th and 21st, there is a virtual graduation that we plan on doing at Starlight Movie Theater. So if you go into our YouTube channel, which we will also post, you can see the virtual portion of our graduation ceremony last year. We have a professional videographer who puts it together and makes it look phenomenal. It's all the speeches, the awards, the class song, all the songs, all of it is still there. It's just put together into a professional video form. And what we wanted to add this year was doing a drive-in movie theater option so that the kids still get to be together but are still social distance. And then to give the students the opportunity to walk across the stage and stuff, the next morning, we would have a graduation parade. Again, on our YouTube video, you can see what this looks like. But they start out in the student parking lot, drive all the way through Jefferson neighborhood, which last year they came out and cheered on the seniors. They came down to Bulldog Boulevard where all the teachers were lined up. And at the end, the senior got out of their car. They got their diploma cover. They heard their name being called. They walked across the stage, got their professional photos taken with Village Photography, and then got back in the car. And then after that, they would get their diploma and any awards that they had earned. So that's option one. Again, it's a two-parter. So it'll happen May 20th and May 21st if that date is approved. So that is option one. Option two, we'll move that. We'll go back to that. Option two, we plan on having a virtual part of, this is just more detail, my bad. So for option one, again, we plan on having this virtual portion of the graduation at a drive-in movie theater. It would be around 7 p.m. on May 20th. And then the next morning around 10 is when we would have a parade driving through Jefferson Park down to Bulldog Boulevard. For this one, each student gets, for both the drive-in and the parade, each student gets one car per graduate, and they can have as many people in the car as there are seatbelts. So last year, some people were in advance so that more people could be a part of it. That's fine. Everybody just has to have a seatbelt. Option two, something happened to our PowerPoint. Option two is a field option. So the field graduation will take place at 7 p.m. May. Again, we're toying with the dates. So it would just be one day. This option is only like the one-day thing. So this would happen probably like at 7 p.m. on the football field. Note that each senior will probably be sitting 6 feet apart, and each senior will only receive 2 tickets for graduation. So they'll have to choose which one. This option, both the field option and the drive-in from option one, both of those will be virtual. But the field graduation, like I said, is just a one-parter. So it would take place at night. And seniors would only get 2 tickets per graduate. So to kind of help you visualize where the money would go. Again, we're not taking senior dues until either one gets approved, but this kind of breaks down the money for it. So for both options, there's going to be a video, there'll be programs, there'll be flowers, the yearbook, and then some other costs that we might need. For the field option, we need to pay for sound, staging, security, and tickets. For the video parade option, we need to pay for the drive-in theater, the stage, and an FM signal for the parade. Again, for the field option, the number of attendees per graduate is 2. For the video and the parade option, the number of attendees per graduate is however many can fit into a car with a seatbelt, and 1 car per graduate at both the theater and the parade. So those are our 2 options. So in a second, we are going to vote. Before I do that, let me see. Mr. Bonds wants to know how you're doing. Are you passing over your classes? Do you have any I's? And are you on track to graduate? Email your counselor or him for support. Ms. Green is your 12th grade guidance counselor, and Mr. Bonds, again, is your administrator. So email them if you have any questions or you need support. So yeah, so now it's time to vote. Again, I want to go through them again really quick. Field option would be about $184. This is in addition to the $35 you've paid. Video parade option would be about $151. Again, this is in addition to the $35 you've already paid. And those are your options. So we are going to vote. All right, so in the chat, I'm going to put this, make an announcement. Okay, so voting is what we will do first. So, all right, so if you will click on that link and go ahead and vote. And then I'm going to put in some information in addition to that go along with some of the things that we've discussed today. So if your child has not signed up for senior photos or has not taken them, I'm putting the link to that in the chat. So that just went in there. Cap and gown, this is going directly to the cap and gown, so no extra things with it. That link is now in the chat. And then the Flipgrid to submit class song and speeches, I'm about to put in the chat as well. And then to submit college acceptances and scholarships. Email jonesjb@fultonschools.org. That is now in the chat as well. If you have any questions, you can put those in the chat as well. We will not reveal which way you prefer to go because ultimately the district is going to decide. So we just want to give them your input to sway. But like I said, there's really kind of no point in sharing what the vote's going to be because ultimately the Fulton County is going to decide which one we go to. So if you don't have any questions, Ms. Hollins and Ms. Floyd, do you have anything to add?
I don't have anything. Just continue, guys, to keep up the good work. Keep doing your work, guys. I know it's second semester and senior didn't feel real last semester. It feels real now, but we are in 100% grind mode. So we need you to commit even more than what you committed last semester and really end this year on a high note, academically and socially.
And for myself, students, if you're interested in joining PTSA, there is a scholarship that comes out every year via PTSA. So please, for you and your parents, consider joining to have a run at that scholarship. We have a winner for that scholarship every year. So let's go Bulldogs.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just see, are we getting yearbooks? Yes. They are going to, it will be an actual book. So yes, you are getting yearbooks and it will be an actual book. For those of you who it's saying it's not allowing you to vote, you will tell me, kind of give me more information in the chat as to what it's saying. So not allowed access. Let me see if I can change the settings. I think it's, oh, anyone. Okay. Try now, hit refresh and see if now you can do it. I think it was restricted to Fulton County emails, so students. So try that again, and if not, please let me know, and I will fix that. The voting part is in the chat. So if you're doing this on your phone, there should be kind of a little chat symbol at the top. If you click on that, you should be able to see the voting. And if a parent or somebody could let me know in the chat that you now have access. Parents and or seniors are voting. Anybody can vote. Yearbook would be a part of senior dues. So it's all in one thing. Mr. Bonds, if you could text me this response, are all grades in from last semester? He wasn't able to join on this side. Okay, thank you. A parent told me that the voting link is working now. So again, parents, students, anybody can vote. We want your opinion. Any other questions, comments, concerns? I still have somebody having issues getting in. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Again, if you voted and you don't have any other questions, you are free to go. We appreciate you guys attending tonight. I'm just going to stay on here another couple minutes just to see if we get any more questions.
Did we answer the cost of the yearbook? I know it's included, and I know you showed it on the PowerPoint. I just forgot what was the actual amount.
It's about $55 total per student. Starlight is a drive-in movie theater. Another question was, what is Starlight? It is a drive-in movie theater so that the students can be all together but socially distanced in a car. If a parent wants to vote, they have to have an email for the district. I changed the setting on that, so hit refresh. That should fix that. Where do I pay for senior dues again? We have not determined the amount for senior dues until the district chooses which plan, because one is more expensive than the other. So once we get the plan approved and we know specifically what we're going to do, then we'll do senior dues. To pay for it, though, you just go to tricitieshigh.org, and the very first button on that page says OSP, or online payment system. That's where you pay. The vote is not one per household. It's parents, students, all of that. Parent and a student might have two total different preferences. Invites for the links are being sent through Remind. So if you're not a part of Remind, text to the number 81010, and then it's at, let me pull up exactly what the login is, and I'll put that in the chat as well. You should no longer be asked for Microsoft info. I changed the setting, so hit refresh or try to click on the link again. So somebody said, can our speech be a family tribute but put under the parent tribute on Flipgrid? So to explain the parent tribute, it can be a parent, it can be anybody, it could be a guardian, it could be a teacher, it could be anybody who has made a difference to the members of the class of 2021. The people who, if you are writing a parent tribute speech, it is for the class of 2021. So it's not just about one student and their family, it's about the entire class and the people who have gotten those seniors to where they are today. I will upload a recording of this meeting later. There will not be a voting option later, though. Ms. Hollins put in the chat where to pay for senior dues. There was a question somebody asked. I need to put that in here. Oh, Remind information. You're going to put at TC 2020Q. So you're going to text to the number 81010, and in the message put at, the at symbol, you have to include that. TC, oh, not 2020, 2021, my bad. Just reposted that. Again, if you're not a part of our Remind, please make sure you are a part of our Remind. We send out scholarship information, updates on senior events and activities, any big important information they need, it is all sent out through Remind. So it says, with the field graduation as parents, can we bring the graduate siblings? The answer is each graduate gets 2 tickets. So only 2 people are allowed to attend the field graduation. That's it. So the family will have to choose who those 2 people are they get to go to the graduation. That number for sure was given to us by the district. They told us 2 people per senior if we use this as an option. Any other questions before we go? Again, if you are good, you are free to go. So if you voted and your questions were answered, you're free to go. If you have a question, please put it in the chat. We are going to end this in just a moment. I don't see anything new at the moment. All right. And we are out. Thank you guys for joining. And as soon as we get information from the district regarding which option we're going with, we will let you know, and we will give you all the details for that option. We just got to wait to see where we go. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Oh, so somebody wants to know, are they able to see some classmates for the last time for the Starlight option? So they will be in a car. They'll probably see more people at the parade. However, I do know that last year some students went off campus after the parade and met up off Tri-Cities campus so that they could see their friends at the end of it. That's kind of all I have there. They'll be in cars for both of those. But like I said, last year, some of the seniors planned to meet up at like a park or something. All right. And if that's it, y'all have a great night and thanks for tuning in. Bye, guys.